Bishop Talbot Swan can say whiteness is an unrelenting demonic force of evil and keep his status, then Kanye should be allowed to say that. And I think that's what's weird in our society is that people are like, oh, so you support anti-Semitism. No, I condemn anti-Semitism in the highest degree. If you hate Jewish people because they're Jewish, like somebody's just born into a DNA, into a race, and you hate them, you hate a Jewish person, you are demonic, you are evil. Hatred of a person based off of their DNA is not from Christ. It is not even a human element. But also, I don't know if that's what Kanye was saying. I don't think that's what he was saying.
Well,
I think he was just kind of talking about the power struggle of different races.
Right. I don't know
so
how
I think
is
that's
that
what he was talking about.
anti-Semitic. How is it anti-Semitic to say, hey, the Jews run all of Hollywood?
Well, because everything is everything.
But it's not even a negative thing. It could be like, dang, the Jews
I thought
are doing
that's
so
cool.
well. They're running all of Hollywood. They're running all the banks. Like, dang, these guys are doing well. They've got Planned Parenthood. They've got all this stuff. Good for them. Like, how could that? Is it just in the context but
that's what I'm saying. It is anti-Semitism. Like, what people don't realize is that like you have to understand like we've redefined pronouns, right? We've redefined what it means to be gay, etc.
Or even a woman.
And so, or what it means to be a woman. Like, I'm not joking. So that's why, like, okay, would it be racist for me to say whiteness is an unrelenting demonic force of evil? On an intellectually honest argument, yes. But in the rules of the current discourse, no. Is it anti-Semitic to celebrate a group of people having money or power? No, that's a positive thing. But it's the discourse is set up that I've noticed that anytime anything you say that's other than what's sanctioned is anti-Semitism.
Yeah, but the rules are always changing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
We're always going to lose because we can never keep up with the rules because they're constantly changing.
Well, that's what's so hard is like we want to get along and you want there to be racial equity and there want there to be this equality, I guess, that people want. But it's really hard because they set up the rules. So the point is that with Kanye West and what he's doing, you know, being this whiteness as an unrelenting demonic force of evil, they're saying, yes, it is anti-Semitic. And I will say this, it doesn't matter if it intellectually is. We don't get to decide what anti-Semitism is.
Right.
The people in power do, and they get to decide it case by case basis.
Or is it like,
and they're saying that he's an anti-Semite.
Black people get to decide what's racist? Do Jewish people get to decide what's anti-Semitic? Do Muslim people get to decide what's...
I don't know.
Like, does each race get to say like, okay, you can say this, and this about us, but if you try to say that we are in control and, you know, we are really good with money and stuff like that, don't be saying that. If you try to say that we're committing more than 50% of the crime, the violent crime and stuff, you can't say that. But you can say that we're really good rappers.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the point is I'm not sanctioning any side of the argument. I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get... I mean,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but I mean, the right wing disagrees on this too. So let's see what they have to say, because that's why I wanted to hear public opinion, because I'm like, well, what the hell? I don't really know. Like, I don't really even understand what anti-Semitism is fully, because it changes definition based on the person I talk to. Like, anti-Semitism could be genuine racism, hating someone because they're a Jew, and then anti-Semitism could be, you said matzo ball soup is gross. I've literally seen that on Twitter. Somebody condemned matzo ball soup, and they got called anti-Semitic for it. So I want to know what they have to say.
Ben shut it down, honestly.
Well, hate speech is illegal, but...
No, it's not illegal.
Oh, well, then, yeah. I still think it should be taken down if you're just being an asshole.
Where do you think we draw the line with what we should and shouldn't shut down on the internet?
I mean, when someone says, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jews, I feel like that should have been immediately deleted, because that's what he tweeted.
Regarding them censoring them, yes, obviously, you know, but again, I feel like we're supposed to have a freedom of speech. Again, I don't agree with this. I really feel like he's going through something, honestly.
There's a difference between statements and actual hate speech towards others. If you're directly attacking someone, then yes, I think it should be taken down and censored, because that's just not the right thing to do.
Remember when he was saying earlier that we have free speech online and things shouldn't be censored? He was literally saying that. And then he switched to if it's hate speech is illegal. He doesn't even know the laws. I mean, he's probably a kid. I'm not going to speak anything negative about him. I just mean, it's like, it's interesting. Like, no one knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But if you're just making a statement, then I don't think you should be censored. But if you're directly like attacking a group of people or attacking one person, then you should definitely be taken down. He
said that the Jews control Hollywood and he got censored. Do you agree with that statement?
What?
Yeah, he said that.
Wait, he said that all the Jews that... Said it again? You said it.
He said all the Jews control Hollywood.
That needs to... No. Like, Jews don't control that. Like, no. I don't know. What is he talking about with that? But I don't know, but like he says like imperative stuff, you know, like Kanye just said it's imperative stuff, you know, that makes you like disagree with it, you know. So yeah, you know, but like I don't know about that, like the Jews like controlling like Hollywood or anything, because I honestly like I doubt that, like, you know. So I honestly like doubt what he says at this point, you know.
That's pretty crazy.
No. That ain't
What
true.
was that?
No.
Connie says imperative stuff. It's imperative stuff. I don't know what he's talking about.
It was because you just left the microphone there and he kept being like, yeah, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that. Like, you just left it there. It was so funny.
Yeah, and
What a
by the way,
character. I love that guy.
oh
He's
yeah,
such a
he's my
character.
favorite person.
Yeah.
For sure.
I could listen to him talk for hours. I would.
But I could. But it reminds me of that kid. And then what you ever had and then that's how he talks. But hey, the way I look at it with this dude is like, bro, he in some of the footage that was cut out, he blamed like 400 years of oppression for why he's not getting ahead.
It took him a long time to get there. But he did.
It took him 380 years to explain 400 years of why we didn't get there. But also, I understand because I say very little with a lot too.
Yeah.
But I do speak English, so that's where we differ a little bit.
Well, that's also where you differ from the president of the United States as well. So
Crazy, huh?
It is. Like, when I saw that, I was like, how did they not like find him or something? Like, if I say something like that, I'm getting shut down, deleted automatically. But it's Kanye, so I guess people find more humor in it rather than to actually tell him like, yo, bro, get some help, because why are you saying stuff like that?
Who knows who's controlling Hollywood, honestly? Like, it's a lot going on behind the backgrounds of the things. So that's my thought on that.
The Jews control, can I curse? The Jews control a lot of shit. You don't know what they control. But Kanye control a lot of shit too, Kanye.
I don't really know, or I don't know. I can't have an opinion because, honestly, I barely ever met a Jew.
Oh, that's a little messed up.
Why is that messed up?
I'm Jewish.
I barely ever met a Jew. Me too. I've barely ever met a Jew.
What does that mean?
How can you have full, like...
You barely ever met a Jew.
What does that mean? Like, you just, like, passed a Jew in the hallway? But you didn't ever introduce yourself, but you knew they were Jewish?
Yeah, I'm not
barely even
entirely
met a
sure.
Jew.
I do bring this up, though. So it is pretty crazy, though, how the controversy happens, though, because people, they're trained to think white life shouldn't matter. That's the controversy came up by defending white lives. Then he went DEFCON 3 on Jews, and then people started calling him anti-Semitic, and that's fine. Like, if you want to think he's anti-Semitic for that, maybe he is. What I am going to say, though, in that is it's weird because of what I just stated earlier, is that if you were against racism, then you would condemn Bishop Talbot Swan as well, but they don't, which means that they're not anti-racist, they're just anti-white, and they're pro-racism, but they're just against you attacking certain races,
Right,
which I just find to be ideologically
hierarchy
inconsistent.
Of race. So either we condemn all racism against every single race, or we admit that there is actually a hierarchy of races of, you know, who's in control when you are not allowed to say anything bad about them. Gay people. You can lose your job for speaking out about homosexuality or transgenderism or these kinds of things. They control you. Okay? What else can't you say? You can lose your job about speaking about crime statistics in black neighborhoods. So who's in control? Black transgender women. They control us. Is that who you want controlling you?
Yeah.
No,
It's like disabled
thank you.
with
disabled
with no eyes.
Yeah, in a wheelchair.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's weird though, because that's the whole point, is that people say this kind of stuff and then you end up having this problem because it's like, dude, they say white people are in power and then all you can do is shit on white people, straight people. It's like, well, you really probably couldn't. Just like they said Trump was a fascist. If Trump was a fascist, you probably couldn't call him a fascist.
Someone else is in power. You will get deleted if you say someone else other than white people are in power.
Anybody, pick any group.
Anyone.
If you say Mexicans are in power, you get deleted. It's like just you're racist. Everything's a racist except for hating white people. Which is why though Kanye West is taking this back, and Kanye West is actually he acquired Parler. Let me go back into this. So Kanye West is to acquire conservative social media platform Parler. It's from CNN. Kanye West is acquiring Parler, the alternative social media platform favored by many conservatives. Parler's parent company announced the deal on Monday morning, saying West had made a groundbreaking move into free speech media space and will never have to fear being removed from social media again. That being said, now it looks like Twitter, owned by Elon Musk, and Parler, owned by Kanye West, means that now 2 of the 4 big ones, you got Truth Social, Gab, Parler, and Twitter, half of them are owned by African Americans.
Wow. Be careful what you say. You don't want to get deleted.
But also,
African Americans control us.
Gab.com. So African Americans are getting back into power, and we're very, very happy to see that.
That's awesome.
That we're really supporting our African Americans. My African Americans.
That movie that came out, the African Queen who.
Oh, the Queensman or something? I don't know.
Something Queen.
The Queen?
The king that was a queen, and she lived in Africa and would slaughter all the white people.
It's crazy. I know. Everybody is inconsistent. The world is unpredictable. And it feels like it was just yesterday that we were talking about gas prices going down, that they're literally skyrocketing to record levels again. There's nuclear war on the horizon. I mean, inflation makes steak a luxury and not a commodity. It's insane how expensive the world's getting. I feel like we're in 2008 all over again. But listen, the last time the economy looked like this, it's true. The stock market tanked 50%. The US dollar lost 46% of its value. Things got really bad. Not to mention the price of oil quadrupled. Yet while the US economy collapsed and inflation ran through the roof, there were certain people who weren't so upset. And that was people who invested in gold and silver. Because during that time, the price of gold shot up 1,300%. Yeah, sounds unreal, but it's true. And silver skyrocketed over 2,400%. So if history repeats itself, we could see it happen again. Can you afford to miss what could be the biggest gold and silver boom of our generation? I know you can't, neither can I, which is why my friends at Goldco hooked us up, the SOB's slightly offensive backers, with an amazing offer. If you call 855-242-4758, that's 855-242-4758, right now, you'll not only get the chance to protect your retirement savings with gold and silver, but you can get up to $10,000 or more in free silver just for doing it. This is a rare opportunity, so don't miss what could be your best opportunity to protect your retirement savings. Call 855-242-4758. That's 855-242-4758. And don't forget, when you do, to click the link in the description. Support yourself. Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your retirement savings and your investments. Call Goldco at 855-242-4758. And they're huge supporters of the show, and they're making this happen, so please do not skip out on what could be a crazy year. Benefit, invest, call Goldco at the number below.